Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to look about the timetable. That is, I framed it according to three different types of candidates. One who are going to start the preparation from today, and most of the majority of the people who are in the midway of the preparation, and for those who are finished and about to start their revision. So without much delay, we'll go into the timetable.
I will tell you the timetable for three different types of candidates, right? So this one is especially for people who are going to start now, and the next will be, I'll tell you, the people, most of the people, they would have finished around 12 to 15 subjects by this time, and the last category is who had completely finished reading and who are about to revise, right? So the first group of people, that is, they are now going to start. You are going to start from today, right? This time they will be very helpful for you. If you look at this, I'll just give you the PDF format of it, so don't worry about that. Just DM me to my Instagram and I'll just send you the PDF. So I'm going to explain only one subject now. Take for example pharmacology. So pharmacology, I have allotted 5 to 6 days and 5 sessions of reading with 4 sessions of break, right? So this is a break, as you can see there, and 5 sessions of reading, right? Okay, now if you can look here, the first session I'm going to read 2 hours. I'm going to cover 100 to 150 MCQs. The second session is also 100 to 150 MCQs, 2 hours. The third session is very important because it is going to keep you away from boring the subject, right? So for example, each subject I'll read different aspects. So for pharmacology, if you take, I'll read 5 to 7 classifications, or at least 5 classifications apart from whatever MCQs I read. If you look at the biochemistry, if you can look at the biochemistry, I have put that you have to read 2 cycles per day, 2 cycles irrespective of whatever MCQs I read. Similarly, if you look at oral anatomy and oral histology, I would have put that the composition of the enamel, dentin and cementum. So it varies, so it will just keep you away from boring, right? So the fourth session for pharmacology is going to be the previous year MCQs. See, there is going to be hardly around 10 MCQs per subject for a year, particular year. So it's very easy, but you have to read the explanation part along with that, right? So the fourth session is going to be the previous year only pharmacology papers, and the fifth session is again 2 hour 100 to 150 MCQs. So basically you are going to read 10 hours a day. If you are a beginner, that is very tough, I understand it, but it's high time, and you have to read 10 hours a day. And for each subject I have framed it in a similar way, similar how many number of days you should read. And if you follow this timetable, you will be able to finish the entire subject in 86 to 93 days, which is approximately 3 months. So if you start now, you can finish that in 3 months. Say for example, July 12, August, September, October. By October 12, you can finish the one set of initial reading, and after that you can revise that at least one time. Definitely you can revise that one time. If you ask me that is enough, it depends upon each individual, right? So if you follow this timetable, you can read one, you can revise one. Okay, now coming to people, the majority of the people who will be watching this might have definitely finished at least 12 to 15 subjects by now. They will be midway of their preparations. So for them there will be an upper hand, because you people will be constantly reading for the past 2 to 3 months. That will make sure that you will be able to sit in a particular place for a number of hours, right? So which is very difficult for the people who are going to start the reading from now. So you have a very good upper hand. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put extra half an hour in each session. So you are going to read at least 12 to 14 hours, right? So by that, the number of days is going to be decreased. So you just frame the timetable according to that way. And for example, if I put in 5 to 6 days initially for pharmacology, and if you are in a very good flow, you have a very good consistency in reading, then you can definitely finish that in 4 to 5 days. Fine. Okay, what it include? It should include the regular guides, a overview of the textbooks, plus the previous year questions. And your if you are reading in any coaching institutes or anything, you have to solve that papers. So that is more than enough, right? So you have to read at least 12 to 14 hours a day for people who are in the midway of their preparation. And the last set of students who are finished, and for people also who are going to finish that. See, once you finish, your reading should be completely different, guys. Say for example, here if you see, you are going to finish the first reading in 3 months. Say for example, you are reading 5 days of pharmacology, then the next set of reading should be reduced to 50%, which means within 2 to 2.5 days you should revise pharmacology the next time you read it. So that means 3 months of first time reading, which is reduced to 1.5 months of the second time. And the very important is the third time you are going to revise that, right? The third time it should be only 1 day per question, one subject. So you have to revise one subject in 1 day, and you can do that in two different ways. One is 1 day one subject completely are going to read and throw it off, or you can split that day into two sessions, morning and evening sessions. Morning session one subject, evening session one subject, and the next day the similar subject morning session, similar subject evening session. So 2 days two subject. Anyhow you are going to read one subject per day, which means you are going to finish that entire 21 subjects in 21 to 23 days max. So that should be the level of revision you should follow. So yes guys, so if you take me, I prepared for 2 years, and you believe me or not, I used to prepare timetable for every month, right? See, I can follow 80% of that, but I can't follow entire 100% of whatever timetable I make. But that doesn't mean that I should not make timetable. See, timetable is a very very important part of a preparation, because if you don't frame a timetable, if you don't put a proper planning of what you're reading, trust me guys, you are never going to realize, or you never know where you are going or where you are heading, which might end up very badly. So you will be thinking that you will be you are reading very fast, but at the end of the day you are reading that subject for too long, which is not needed, because you are going to get hardly 10 to 14 questions max per subject. So you should allocate that in your mind, and you should read accordingly. It's no point in just reading randomly for 1 month a particular subject, right? So you frame a subject, I should finish this subject in this day, this much amount of time, and I should read this much amount of hours per day. So that will make your preparation more consistent and more favoring towards your goal, right?
So that's it guys, thank you for watching this video. Hope this video was helpful, and if this video was helpful, please share with your friends who are in need of it, and thank you for watching this video.